Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm Joey.
And my name is Mark.
And today we are going to talk about some questions that we need to be very careful about asking each other because, you know, this far into our relationship, almost 7 years, sometimes it gets a little annoying when we hear them a little too often, right? Do you agree?
I definitely agree. I agree.
So maybe, and we're hoping that maybe by talking about these questions might help some of you think about them, and you know, while you're, you know, in your relationships and all with your significant others, partners, or whoever they are. But we had thought about these questions because I think Mark noticed that sometimes he'll ask me the same questions over and over, and I get a little bit annoyed with them,
irritated.
And so he's like, "Hey, let's talk about this a little bit more."
So this is questions not to ask your partner.
Yeah. So the first question that you thought about that I asked.
The first question is, what do you feel like eating? So, you'll be like, or I'll be like, hey, are you hungry? And then you're gonna be like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, well, what do you feel like eating? And I ask you the question, but then you say it back. You're like, no, what do you feel like eating? Yeah. And I feel like that question like literally pisses me off because it's like I'm asking you, what do you feel like eating? But then you ask me it, and it's like answering a question with a question, and I hate that.
Yeah.
So that one just bugs me because, I mean, I know I'm picky, but it's like, no, what do you feel like eating?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people can probably relate to this. I think I've seen other videos and blogs where this question comes up.
Yeah.
So I think it's not only our relationship, but I think we could talk about an hour on this question.
Yeah.
Because that's not the only question when it comes to dinner or lunch or whatever about eating, because it's not what do you feel like eating. Sometimes it's what are you gonna cook, or what are we gonna cook today?
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? So one question that, you know, Mark has always asked me this question since the very beginning of time.
2014.
Is, do you love me? He always needs that reassurance. Do you love me? And it's like every day, sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day. Do you love me?
I love attention and I love love. So I love for people to tell me that they are in love with me, because why not love me?
It's so annoying. So my thought process behind that is, why, if I were to tell him I love you every day, once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, it becomes what?
Becomes what?
It becomes like, what's the word that I'm looking for? I always forget my words. Desensitized. Like there's no, it just becomes a habit. It just like, then it's just kind of like,
yes, bitch, I love you. Like,
I love you. No, it'll be less like I love you, and there's no meaning behind it. So if it's not as common or anything, when I actually say I love you, you'll know I love you. So the way I show my affection and the way you know I do love you is to show it, and I show my love for you in other ways.
Yeah. On
a daily basis.
That makes sense.
Without actually saying it to where you hear it.
I guess I just love to hear it, and I love being reassured with everything. So, but I understand. The next question that I know not to ask you because it pisses you off is, are you mad at me? Like whenever we get into a fight and I'm like, why are you mad at me? Like, of course he's mad at me because we're in a fight. So like, why are you asking? And that just can open a whole bag of worms. Like, because then it's going to be like, well, why are you mad? Well, you shouldn't be mad. Like, it just keeps going and going. So that's definitely one like that I know not to ask, because especially if we got into an argument, I'm not going to ask you, are you mad at me? Because obviously you're pissed.
I hate rhetorical questions. Why are you going to ask a rhetorical question and expect me to answer it? Like, it's just, I'm just like, I need something with, you know, substantial,
You're so smart.
You know, something behind it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna ask me, are you mad at me? You know, ask me something like, if you know that I'm upset because of an argument, ask me, the question. Like, I know I upset you. Is there something that I can do? What do I need to do to fix it, or whatever the situation is? But if you know I'm already upset, don't ask me why I'm upset.
Okay. Wow. That one opened how you really felt.
Are you mad?
I'm always mad.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain why this question. But I guess I'll give you the question is, do you want to wake up first? The reason that annoys me is it's first thing in the morning. You know, we're just waking up. We have to wake up one of us has to wake up first. I normally wake up first because
I take fucking forever sometimes.
Yeah, but we both can't take a shower at the same time. So one of us has to get up first. Normally I get up first because I don't even know why I get up first. Why do I get up first?
Because you're old and can't sleep late. So
No.
you wake up first.
Why do I get up first?
You've always since the beginning of our relationship, you've always woke up first and I always wake up second. And that's because I need my sleep. I need my rest. I'm not a morning person.
That's right. So because he wakes up right at the with enough time to shower, get ready, go to work.
Yes.
I have to wake up before him.
And so I end up asking him like multiple times, do you want me to wake up first? When obviously I don't want to wake up first, but I'm just being a generous fiance. But
yeah, because if he does wake up first,
I'm gonna be a bitch in the morning.
And then I get ready. After that, he'll make me really late. Now I have flexibility.
I don't. So
when to get to work.
Yes. And since we're working from home, I literally need 10 minutes to take a shower, wash my ass, brush my teeth, and I'm set. But like when we're going into work, I wake up like literally 45 minutes. And like sometimes I take like literally to the crack before I need to leave to finally be done. And then he's running late. So it's like, what's the point of me waking up first?
And although I have that flexibility, I don't want to be that late to work.
Yeah.
Where I'm getting to work at almost 9 o'clock when I should be there at 8 o'clock.
And it's happened a couple of times.
Yes.
But that's him, so. Do you want me to drive? Why do you think I can't ask you that question?
Because normally I drive. It's automatic. So obviously if you're asking me, that's because you don't want to drive.
Exactly. I hate driving.
So then just say...
fucking drive, Joey.
Exactly. Why you gotta ask?
Because I know sometimes you don't want to drive. And like, when he drives, I'm on my phone the whole time. And then like, it's a whole thing. Like, when then we get home or whatever and we're trying like to hang out, like have a couple times, I'm like, well, why are you on your phone? Like, let's... watch a movie. He's like, well, you were on your phone the time I was driving. And then I'm like, oh yeah, he hasn't been on his phone yet. So it leads into a whole thing. That's why I should probably start driving, but I just expect him to drive. So that's why
So he asked this question to beat around the bush, but...
because I don't want to drive.
Yeah, it annoys me.
So let us know if you like to drive or if you don't like to drive, because I don't. And he's my driver.
The other question
is,
my phone is... I hate my phone. And I get all these weird marketing phone calls and spam and all these things. And it dings, or it rings. And this one is like, who called you? Who texted you? And I'm like... I don't know, a marketer, a salesperson. So now what I do is I answer every single marketer. I answer every single salesperson. I mess with them, and he laughs every time I mess with them, and he gets annoyed half the time. But yeah, he wants to know who's calling and texting, so I answer everything.
I gotta ask.
And I don't know who's calling him. I have no idea who's texting him. His phone's on silent. Period.
Period, sis.
I don't know what's going on his phone. So if any of you followers know what's going on his phone, send me a message.
No, because I mean.
No.
No, what I'm saying is, you know what I'm on my phone. You know what I have on my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, and you know who texts me.
I have no idea.
The reason why I have to ask you who texts you is because I mean, everyone now these days wants to date someone older, and like you're cute and all, and I don't need your ex coming back into your DMs saying, "Hey, Joey," you know, like, no. So I just need to know.
Somebody's insecure.
I'm not insecure. I just need to know.
Well, those telemarketers and those people trying to buy those.
Look, his 401k is mine, so don't try to steal his motherfucking credit, okay? Period. So yeah, that's what I have to know. This next question really, like, it annoys me a little bit. Are you buzzing? And this one annoys me because, like, when we go out, like, obviously I'm gonna get buzzed, so don't ask me if I'm buzzing. And he knows my limit. He knows when I'm, like, drunk or buzzing. And so I'll be having a good time. Talkie Talkie comes on. There I am, shaking my thing. And then he's like, he looks at me. He gives me, like, this look where it's like, and I'm like, hey, hi. And when I'm buzzing, I start laughing, like, out of nowhere. It's just weird. And he'll be like, are you buzzing? And then I'm like, no. Like, no, I'm not buzzing. And he's like, bitch, you're fucking buzzing. And I'm like, okay, I'm buzzing. So that question annoys me.
Are you buzzing right now?
No, I wish. But that question's just like, he's just, are you buzzing? And I'm like, no shit, I'm out at the club, of course I'm buzzing. So. That's my last
I don't know where that's coming from.
That's my last
Normally when I'm asking if you're buzzing, it's because I want to know, like, are you having a good time yet? That's usually where my question's coming from. I'm not questioning, are you buzzing, like, you need a, like...
No, I know that. I think, like, if you want me to have a good time, then say, are you having a good time? Because Joey will never... Well, Joey's cut me off once, and that's because I started drama with my brother and his boyfriend, but that was because I was really drunk. And I like to start drama, so he knows when to cut me off. But most of the time I don't like to start drama, so it's like, are you having a good time, babe? But then it's like, are you buzzing? Kind of like looking at me like, bitch, simmer down.
It's just a generation thing, because I mean, all of us older people would just, are you buzzing yet? Are you buzzing yet? Yeah, and then, but with you, it's like, you go from buzz to drunk, like in and a half drink later, you know.
I do not. I don't.
Oh, you buzz like with half a drink.
I buzz with half a drink, but it's because I like to have a good time.
So Marco asked me, what are you gonna wear? Does it matter what I wear? Does it matter what I wear?
It does, because, oh my god. Okay, so obviously we're in an age gap relationship, and...
Does it matter what I wear?
It does, because I don't want to, like, I've improved a lot in my dressing, like, when we go out, because, yes, I do, you always say that, like, I've improved. But there's some things where I'm like, he dresses up, like, really nice, like, you, like, dress up when we're going out, and there I am with, like, torn jeans and, like, a cute top. And then you're, like, dressed to the T, and I'm like, fuck, I need to change. So that's why I'm like, what are you gonna wear?
Okay, notice he said when we go out. Yes, when we go out, we go dressed. But I like to get dressed all the time. I'm not saying get dressed to the nines all the time, but I don't like to walk out of the house dressed in basketball shorts, tennies, and a t-shirt all the time.
I don't do that.
What did you wear today to my parents' house?
It's because it's your parents.
Exactly. So, I didn't. But, that's what I'm talking about, is I normally go outside of my house dressed. Now, since I've met Mark, that's kind of changed. I don't dress up as much. And it's not that I dress for others, I dress for myself. And, but in any case, this is the question that Mark's asking me. He always asks, because I used to dress up all the time.
All the time.
I've kind of had to conform myself to him. And so to make him comfortable, I dress down a lot. And it's more common for me to dress down for him to feel comfortable, so he doesn't dress up to go outside of the house. Whether it's my parents, his parents, a friend's house, to the grocery store,
but when he says
to go shopping. he wears basketball. His most common outfit is basketball shorts, sweats,
Vans.
shorts, and tennis shoes.
But when you say dress down, you're not dressing like down. Like he still looks nice in his outfit. It's just like more laid back, like jeans, t-shirt, a hat. Like that's the vibe.
Yeah, and then that's not something.
That's not his vibe.
No.
His vibe is like when we used to go out, he'd wear like dark jeans, a nice button up, like some really nice cologne. And like he looks hot, and that's why it goes back to the question who's texting you, because obviously you're dressing up for somebody that's
That was 7 years ago.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's where he dresses up. So whatever. Fine. The other day I wanted to go to the gas station. I was like, baby, can you give me an icy, please? And he was wearing pajamas. And I was like, babe, like, there's a bunch of trashy ass people that go to the gas station in pajamas. I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're wearing pajamas to the gas station. I do it all the time. Period. You know, I don't care. It's the gas station. It's
I am not wearing pajamas to the gas station.
And I'm like, baby, I want a slushy, baby. And he's like, bitch, I'm not wearing this. So he didn't go, and I'm like, oh, God.
No.
So let us know if you wear pajamas to the gas station, because it's the vibe, okay? As long as you look cute and don't have like your, you know, things slinging around or your fupa's hanging over, and it's just not a cute look. So
tatas.
let us know.
Slinging
Are you
over
wearing a bra?
Your shoulders like that.
Yeah. So that is our questions that you don't ask your partner, your fiance, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sugar daddy, whatever. Don't ask them. Right?
I guess.
And we still ask these questions, so it's probably
You're
never
still gonna ask me, what are you wearing?
And you're still gonna ask me. Wait, what was the questions you asked me? I think this video is mainly about me because I asked too many questions. So let us know what questions bother y'all, and we'll see if maybe we ask those.
Yes.
Or we should start asking those.
No.
So let us know.
No.
So thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Yes, don't ask too many questions because you'll end up divorced and your shit will be on the front porch.
And Mark will be vlogging about that.
I'll be vlogging about it. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.